WAC All Access. My name is Rachel Vigil. The volleyball preseason poll was released on Tuesday, and for the fourth year in a row, New Mexico State was picked to win the conference. We are now lucky enough to be joined by Mike Jordan, the head coach of the Aggies. Coach, how you doing today?
Good, Rachel. How are you?
I'm doing well. You know, Coach, fourth year in a row you guys are picked first. Does that create any pressure for this upcoming season to win?
We downplay that kind of thing. I know fans like to talk about it. Parents like to talk about it. Coaches, we try and ignore it. All I told our team is, hey, you know what? We've got respect, and that's great. But we've also, like we always do, we've got a target on our back. So we've got to go out and back it up now.
You've got some returning players. One, Megan Hart, the MVP from the tournament last year. What kind of leadership qualities does she bring to this upcoming season?
Megan's great. She's just a kind, gentle person. She's kind of the mother of this team in a lot of ways. She's not a tough love type person, but she really kind of knows how to take young players under her wing. She's been great with our younger attackers in particular. She's got such a reputation for, her success and everything. She's 6'5". She scores at will almost and does a lot of good things for us. So everybody on the team respects her and everybody likes her. And that's two great parts of a leader.
And you also lost a couple players like Tatiana Battle. But are there any new faces that we can be on the lookout for?
Yeah, absolutely. Juliana Salanoa, who was at times our best player late last year, had a tremendous spring. I think she's one of the best players in the conference. She put up great numbers last year. I could see those even improving. I think she's going to be a dominant player at times. Savannah Davison is a tremendous athlete and has improved her game. We're hoping she's going to be less error prone. Natalie Michaels has, done a good job with the service line for us, and she's a very reliable setter who's shown good leadership qualities as well. So there's a lot of moving parts on this team. We play a lot of people. I don't expect that to change, but I think a lot of them are going to step up and have better years maybe than they did last year.
And preseason is well underway. You guys already played Texas Tech. You've got the Crimson and White scrimmage coming up here on the 24th. What are you hoping to see out of your girls for that scrimmage?
Well, we've got to improve defensively. That scrimmage with Texas Tech was great for us in the fact we're playing a quality team early on their court. We learned a lot about ourselves. Tech returns almost everybody from last year's team. So one of the things we learned is we've got to dig the ball better. The quality of dig just wasn't good enough. Our effort was solid. We blocked it well, which I expected because of our length and our number of returners up front. But we've got to dig it better. The passing and serving game for everybody is a nightmare early and typically tends to round into shape. So I'm not too stressed about that at all. I think we'll be pretty good at those things. I like what we do offensively. We've got a lot of people who can score, but we've got to take care of the ball better.
And you guys head out on the road for opening weekend. You guys go to Auburn to play the War Eagle Invitational. What are you hoping to accomplish with this non-conference schedule?
Well, every weekend we're playing somebody pretty good, if not a couple of pretty good teams. So, I'm kind of hoping that after the first few weeks, we can figure out the lineup mix. And because right now, like I said, we're going to play a lot of people. And so I can change the lineup. I can play Megan Hart in the middle or on the right. We did that a lot in the spring. You just got to figure out who to mix and match with whom. We've got a couple of spots still up for grabs. So a lot of people are going to get opportunities early on. And hopefully by the end of weekend number 4, going into conference play, we'll have a pretty good idea of who should be on the floor a little bit more often.
And Coach, you've been in Las Cruces for 22 years. You have the most wins out of any Aggie volleyball coach, and you've been to the NCAA tournament 9 times. Do those stats even feel real to you?
It's amazing how fast time flies. We should have been 11. We got hosed a couple times by the committee. But I have a lot of great memories of this place, and there's a lot of tradition here now, which is great. We put that on our players all the time, and we expect them to kind of uphold that winning tradition. So they do a good job of that. They work hard. There's high expectations here, and we're okay with that.
Coach. Well, we love watching you guys play. And I'll give you a really easy question. What's one thing you're looking forward to most for this entire season?
I'm really looking forward to seeing the growth of some of our younger players. We've got great young athletes. I can't say they're great volleyball players yet. They're not there. There's a lot of room for improvement, but I'm really curious to see what they're going to play like in November. I see what they're like now. I think there's a lot of room for growth, like I said, and they could be pretty special.
Good. All right, Coach. Well, we wish you the best of luck for this upcoming season, and we really appreciate your time.
Thanks, Rachel. Appreciate you.
All right, Mike Jordan from New Mexico State Volleyball. For WAC All Access, I'm Rachel Vigil.